go through about what is the introduction, what is a brief introduction about the attack. Then we will do the demo, and we will go through the analysis of the whole attack process, and we will do the code analysis and patching. Okay, so introduction. So how exactly this works? So this RCE actually chained from two vulnerability here. So you can see there's two CVE 2019 8942 and 8943. So 8942 is the remote code execution itself, because this WP attached file, this uh this variable can be allowed arbitrary string. So attacker with this author role privilege may execute this arbitrary code by uploading a crafted image with this PHP code being injected inside this image metadata that we're going to do it later. And the second one would be the path traversal. So by we need this path traversal to work so that we can actually execute this RCE, because this path for traversal is very important at the last step of the exploit itself, so that you can see this path traversal is allow us to do this this dot slash sequence to write the file to the destination that we wanted. So you can see here this there's a image.jpg. We can see a hashtag here. This image.jpg hashtag is actually a directory. So later I'll explain why this is a directory and why we need to put hash, because there are some constraints within Windows and Mac OS and Linux. So you need uh you need hash or question mark to let this path traversal to be work. So yeah, let me go through this version affected. So version affected would be WordPress that is 4.9.8 or lesser, and 5.0.0. So the version of 4.9.9 to 4.9.13 is not affected. And things to take note. Here are three things we need to take note. The first one, of course, is the WordPress version. And then we need to have this PHP extension, which is this PHP imaging. This library must be installed. And then we need to have this user that is an author role to be able to execute this exploit. I haven't tried it with subscriber or editor role, but it seems like editor role can be worked too. Yeah, this needs further confirmation on later research. So how attacker can reach the RCE from the author role itself that seems like don't have any privilege to getting a shell at the server. So first, attacker can craft an image that contain PHP code, and it upload the image to a WordPress and change the path to the desired directory, and then update the image as a template. So why update the image as a template? If we need to understand that how WordPress structure work. So WordPress structure actually work as a block. So whenever we put something inside WordPress itself, it treat it as a block. So um, we know that the WordPress also use theme. So the theme itself is a template. So later we will override this template with this image. So that's why we can supply the get query to get the uh, command line injection. So later I will demo it on how it works. Seems a bit confusing, but it's okay. And then you just need 5 post requests to get RCE. Yeah, but of course with good understanding of the WordPress structure. which I'm not yet fully. And yeah, let's get into demo. So yeah, I have a demo here. Sign out. And yeah, before we get started, you can go to this IP, and let me copy this and paste it inside here. I paste it. Yeah, so this is a link, and these are the account that I've created. So if you see your name is not uh it's not present at here, you can just use the auto 1 to auto 10. So yeah, try to log in. So how to log in? You need to navigate to WordPress. You will get something like this, and WordPress get the default page. And if you want to log in, you can type wp admin or wp login. It's fine. And then log in with the credential that provided. Oh, and username password is the same. So yeah, if you are Imran, then your password will be Imran. So if you are CTX, then your password will be CTX. Please don't uh, interrupt other users during the demo. And then I think if 10 to 20% that simultaneously log in to this WordPress website, it will be a bit of lag. I experienced that last week. So let me try author. Okay, seems it's fine for now. So yeah, everyone can log in, and yeah. Okay, so I'm going to start now. If everyone, if anyone can log in, do tell me. I'll sort it out. So yeah, before we get started, we need to craft an image that contain the PHP injector code inside this metadata. What we can do is you can choose any image, JPEG image. So to have any JPEG image will do. I'll use this JPEG image, and you can see this metadata here. So what we're going to do is we need to inject a we need to inject the PHP code inside the variable of document name. So inside just put this classic PHP get query get parameter code. So PHP system get cmd. For that we need to supply the image itself. Like this, you can see one image files updated, exif2 small.jpg. You can see the code has been injected here. Okay, now the fun part begins. How we are going to upload it and change the path. So okay, before that I need to show uh I haven't wait, this one. Okay. Okay, if I go to uploads here, you can see there's nothing at first. Okay, so we need to upload media. We can go to media, add new. select file, go to the modified file that we have modified just now, click it, upload it, click this image, then you need to edit more details here. Click this edit more details. So we reach this page. What we are going to do now is to intercept this page. Click update here, and we need to send this to repeater. Close it. So we have this request here, this save update image request, and the second request would be you need to edit this image. Need to crop it. How we can crop it? You can point your mouse at any of the place of this image, and then you can drag it so you can see this. It has been cropped. So I'll be cropping like this, and then you need to click this button. Okay, after you click this button, turn on your intercept, save, and you reach this request, send to repeater, turn the repeater off, and that's it. We need these two requests for now. Okay, so what are we going to do next? We need to update this WP attached file field. So if we go to, let me show, does it have it now? Okay, that's denied, so weird. Yeah, I'm not sure you guys can see, let me put it. Okay, so I need to find out the particular uh this variable. I need to get this variable. Let me find it real quick. Meta. Yep, this one. Copy the key, I think. Don't remember. Oh, meta key, yeah. Meta key equal to this value. Yeah, you can see here. This is when you upload, you can see there's a second image being uploaded here, PNG. So you can see this meta value is looks like this. Okay, so what are we going to do now is you need these three. I'll just copy this later to Discord. So what are we going to take note here is this year and month. So now it's May. We need to change it to 05. And then this testing poc.jpg, this whole name need to change to the name that is same of your image. So mine is called small. Change it to small, 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 small. This one, leave it later. So copy this, I paste it here. Oops, sorry. Baru see the one. Okay, the command is exif2 dash small dot jpg dash document name. This whole thing. Let me copy this. Paste it here. Okay. Then you upload it. and you intercept these two requests. One is update request, and the second one is you edit this image, crop it, crop, then intercept this save request, and then you are good to go. We just need these two requests for now. Okay. Right now we need to. Okay, so if we send this request, the second request, we move to second request, we send this, you can see this uploaded image is here. You can see this E168, this random number, right? This is actually the crop image. So if you go to the server, you can see here there is a small 300 times 300, small 100 times 100, small 150 times 150. So how WordPress media works is it will upload three different sizes of images. So 100 times 100, 150 times 150, and 300 times 300. So same goes to crop image. So you can see the crop image is 100 times 100, 150 times 150. So uh, this is 295, a bit off. 291. Maybe it's because I cropped that image. So if it shows differently. Okay, so we copy this, go to the first request, paste it at the back of this request here. So if you send it, you can see file. Go to the second request, send. You can see this WP content upload 2023-05. Then you can see this small.jpg, this hashtag, then the crop image is inside here. If you go to the server, you can see there's no directory here, right? For ls this time, you can see there's a small.jpg hashtag. There's one directory being created. So if you go inside this directory, you can see the crop image is inside here. But this is not this directory itself is very important to make the path traversal work. So we have this directory here, 50 image. We need the second payload, which is 2023-05 small.jpg, this hash, then // to themes 2017, then small.jpg. So later you will see that this theme folder, inside this theme folder, we'll have this small.jpg file. If you go back to the theme folder now, you can see here there is no images being uploaded here. So now we need to get this. Go to the first request, get rid of this, replace the second payload, go to the second request, also send. You can see the image is inside this theme folder. We go to the server to look again. You can see the image is here, it's present here. Yeah, so we are halfway there, halfway to the exploit. And what we are going to do now is to make a post. Okay, you can write anything you want, POC. So we need to first publish it, and then to grab this permalink. So you can see this permalink is just a normal page, default page of this theme. And after you did the second payload, right, you need to save this image name for the third uh, for the next process, which is this WP page template. So if you go to the server here, I show it like this, WP page template. You can see it's default. So what we're going to do is we need to update this template to this image itself. Oops, paste, copy this, paste here. Not this, not here, sorry. We need to make our fifth press intercept. So on, update the post, go to the end of the post variable here, paste it with this crop image, forward, 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 and I can just refresh this page. You can see the image itself here. So what we are going to do is if we supply question mark CMD and let's put ID, see if we get something back here. So to make it look obvious, so etc psswd, yeah, get a arbitrary code execution. Yeah, that's how the whole process to get the RCE. So I guess you might have a lot of question how entirely this thing works. And yeah, let's go back to the slides and I'll explain how this works. So by doing code auditing, we can refer each function and keep reversing the function to get to see how this code works. And this is the first layer of the post request. So you can see edit post, then you can see post ID equal to edit post here. Then if you go further, you go this edit post function, and you can see update post meta, and if success, then WP update post data. Post data, we go further in WP update post function, and you can see the I think it's WP insert post. Actually, this is not really important. What's important uh, is this. You can see here it accept any meta input as field to be replaced to any value, so that it does not validate what meta input can't be override. So you can see here it just straight away look through each meta input and update the post meta. So yeah, if we go back to the server and we look at the meta value, just now it's just like 2023/05, then the poc.jpg, then stop. But the value now is this whole thing. Let's show it here. Like, forgot what. Go here. Is it? You can see the attached file value is changed to something like this. So I may need this value to explain. Okay. So what's important is this. You must be thinking how the image itself will be present here. Okay. So bit. Okay, we can see here if the file is not exist, attempt a URL fopen on the source link. This can occur with certain file replication plugins. So you can see we supply this folder here. If they can find the image at this location, they will download it straight from the source. So that's why the image will be present here. You will straight download it inside this directory that we're pointing to. And then why this wait upload why this small.jpg hashtag this folder exists inside here? It's because of this. The directory containing the original file may no longer exist when using a replication plugin. Yeah, because of this, WordPress has a lot of plugins, and sometimes plugins will clash with each other. So I don't know, they just do a WP mkdir. Basically, this is just create the directory here. So that's why we can use this directory and then to reverse back to the theme directory. Then we can download the image because the crop image that we are pointing to does not present inside the theme folder, so that it downloaded it inside the theme folder. And then you can see the result, then save it into the destination file. Okay, and yeah, here. So just now when we go through that, we need this extension to be present inside the server, only can work. Why? Because PHP actually has two major image editing library. First one would be the Imagic, second one would be GD. When I'm doing research that uh, I've been spending 30 minutes to figure out why that my exploit doesn't work, although I follow the exploit the same way. It's because that I was using the GD the whole time, and we need we need to use the Imagic to make this exploit work. So how PHP chooses which library to be used is follow this array. If Imagic present, use Imagic. If not present, use GD. That's it. So that's why if the target or victim server does not use Imagic, then the exploit will not work. And just now, we are talking about the template, right? How we can inject this image inside this template as a template. So you can see here, template equal get page template slab, and pass in this object. And if you see here, template equal get post meta, this value, the value of WP page template, and then it will become the template itself, the image. So yeah, that's how it works. And then how they patch it is there's two patches that I found. There's quite thing that's fixed the issue. So the first one would be this commit, this particular commit. The newer commit, they actually did filtering for the allowed post data. Only allowed post data can be updated. So they added this function here. And yeah, this is a bit important function to take note on. And the second one would be this one, make directory. Okay, so let me introduce the old file first. The old function.php. Here, I remember is wp mkdir. Yep, you can see here, uh, it only replaces the double slash to slash. So if you do total slash, it won't be detected. It will be, there is no validation here. There is no filtering about the path traverser vulnerability here. So with the new update, they actually, let me put it bigger. You can see here, do not allow path traversals. They actually filter it out. So path traverser will not work here. And yeah, this is how they, I I'm not sure whether I covered all the fixed source code, but yeah, I found these two, and I think it fixed the major problem, which is the path traverser itself. So yeah, this is the reference that I follow. Quite interesting. I think that's it. You guys have any question?